So this next guy, I've been trying to get him to do the show since the first one. I think he's real short.
Yeah.
And I finally just said, here's the next show, you're going to do it. He said, it's on my calendar. So that's how you got to book this guy, just if you want to. He's going to speak for himself. Let's just, everybody, he's amazing. This is Amazing Barry.
So the truth is, the reason I sort of turned her down, avoided it the first couple times, is she wanted true, at least true-ish stories. And I'm a magician, and I don't know if you realize this about magicians, but all we do is lie. I mean, we're right up there with lawyers. There's a strange correlation between people who are lawyers and people who do magic as a hobby. So I thought what I would do for you is I would tell you the true story, and then I'll tell you the story that I tell everybody when I perform. The truth is, when I first got out of college, I took a desk job. And I sat down and was working out of town, eating out of restaurants every day, and I really started to pack on the pounds. And it came on quickly, but I didn't think anything about it, and I was fat and happy. Then when I moved to Indianapolis, my car broke down. And I was too broke to buy another one, and I had too much pride to go out and borrow money to buy a car, so I bought a bike instead. 25 miles of riding a bike a day causes you to lose quite a bit of weight. I dropped 40 pounds over the course of about 6 months and decided I liked being skinny again because I didn't sweat so much. And so I kept it up. And that's it. It's not that interesting of a story. There's nothing more to it. But when I perform it, it goes something like this. When I first got out of college, I don't know if this happens to you, but I took a desk job and I started drinking coffee every day, popping candy, and slowly, very subtly, I started to put a little weight on around the middle. I didn't even notice it at first, until one night, my wife climbed into bed next to me. She threw her arm across me and she said, "How's my big, soft teddy bear?" And I went, "Don't you mean your rock-solid teddy bear?" And she just sort of gave me this look, and I went, I got to do something about this. So I went to the doctor and I said, "Doctor, I got to do something about this. What do I do?" And he said, "Really, you only have 2 options. I'm sure you've heard this before. You can diet and you can exercise." I'm not terribly fond of exercise. So I said, "What should I do to diet?" And he said, "What I find works for most of my patients is to keep a food journal." And so I thought about that. A food journal, it's pretty simple. All you need is a pad of paper. This is a theatrical one. And a pen, and you write down the things that you're going to eat. Some people even write down the things that people write down the things they're going to eat so that they make sure they eat healthy. And I thought to myself, what's a healthy food? And to me, the bulwark of a healthy food is lettuce. I mean, there's nothing healthier, is there? And I would get bored and I would start to, doodle, draw pictures of the lettuce, that kind of thing. There's a problem, though. You can't just write it down. You actually have to also eat it. I'll be honest. It's pretty unappetizing. So yeah, you can do things to make it a little bit better though. For instance, grab a page there too. How many? There we go. You could add with ranch. Now it's better. There we go.
Hard about that.
dry cleaning for you.
Nope,
No.
not the budget.
But adding dressing adds calories, so I was left with only one option. And that was to start working out. Now there's a few things you need when you work out. First of all, you need a towel. Some people think it's because you have to wipe the sweat off your brow, stuff like that. Clean up the ranch dressing. But for me, the big reason that you have a towel is because you're a huge Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy fan.
Oh.
Nobody? Okay, a few people at least. Another thing you need is water. So I need water and a towel, and then the correct attire. This obviously is not the correct attire. So let's see if we can fix that to some degree. All right, so that's good. Let me tuck it in so that I look pretty for you. And we'll lose the belt, lose the jacket, lose the hat. These pants are totally. There we go. Now we know what the audience likes. Lose the shoes. And so I went to the gym, and what did I decide to try? I decided to give yoga a shot. Seemed easy enough. So part of the class is literally laying down and just breathing. I can handle that. Now, I don't know what you guys expect out of yoga teachers, but I would expect a yoga teacher to be peaceful and serene and kind. This woman was none of those things. She was the meanest, angriest yoga teacher I could ever imagine in my life. And before the class started, I was doing card tricks for people because it's just sort of what I do. And she saw the deck of cards in my hand and she said, if you're doing card tricks, they better be yoga card tricks. Yeah, I know. I thought about it. I went, I think I can make this work. Would you like to help me with it?
Sure.
All right, come on up. Now I'm going to go ahead and lose the socks too because you don't do yoga with socks on. Can I get you to stand right over there?
Although my feet get cold.
This concrete is a little chilly. And slippery now too with ranch dressing. What's your
Trying
name?
to avoid it. Karen.
Karen. All right. Thank you for helping me out, Karen. So she told me to do a yoga card trick, and I thought there's only one way I can start with this, and that's to say, whoop, Warrior 2. Card. All right. Show it around. Don't let me see it. And then we will return the card in tree pose. Do you have the card back? Okay, I don't have that good a balance. You're going to be hitting a moving target there. Here, you're welcome to shuffle them, though.
Oh, okay.
I think. All right, and I will stand here serenely while you do that.
This is hard standing now.
Tell me about it. Shuffle quickly. This isn't as easy as it looks. Perfect. Now, I need you to pay close attention to the instructions I'm about to give you because I'm not going to be able to see what you're doing. And this is the hardest yoga pose I know how to do. Here in a moment, I'm going to ask for the deck of cards back from you. When you give it to me, make sure that bottom card, the 9 of spades, is facing that wall over there. Make sure I have a good grip before you let go. Do you understand?
I do.
Perfect. Take those.
All right.
Like I said, this is the hardest yoga pose I know how to do.
Oh, okay. Where am I supposed to put the
Oh! Hey now! Am I really that close to a wardrobe malfunction? Make sure that the 9 of spades is facing that wall over there.
All right.
And place the cards in between my
There
feet.
you go.
Perfect.
All right.
Okay, here we go.
What?
I think I'm down to one card. What was your card?
It was a 6 of something.
You know, it's kind of important. Is that a 6 of something?
Was that it?
myself after
This
myself.
isn't a burlesque show. I didn't hire a kitten. But I have a 13-year-old there that likes to pick up cards.
I'll do it.